Welcome inside episode 608 of the Locked On Senators podcast. I'm Ross Levitan on the outskirts of enemy territory in Winnipeg, Manitoba. And today it's my turn to do the intro alone. Brandon Piller out on the East Coast enjoying some well-deserved time off. But before he left, we banked a few interviews, including one you're going to hear today with Senators prospect Carson Latimer. It's his second time on the show, and the first time came to an amazing feedback. So we're looking forward to having him back on the show. He tells us about his time at Sens Dev Camp, spending way too much money when he went to Belleville on his ATO at the end of last season, and what he's working on to get his game to the next level. All that coming up on today's edition of the Locked On Senators podcast, and it's brought to you by BetOnline. More props, odds, and lines than ever before. Visit betonline.net. It's where the game starts. And now the show starts. This is the Locked On Senators podcast, your team every day.
Locked On Senators, your daily podcast on the Ottawa Senators. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Thank you for making Locked On Senators your first listen on this Monday, July 25th. We are free and available on all platforms, including on YouTube, where the best way you can help the show grow is to like the video by clicking the thumbs up and make sure to smash the subscribe button so you know when new videos go live. I'll start off today's show by mentioning we are officially in off-season mode here at Locked On Senators, which doesn't mean anything when it comes to content. We still have lots of great interactive fun segments planned throughout the rest of the summer, but the new schedule until training camp opens, really rookie tournament at the start of September, but through the month of August, we're going to go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, except for long weekends. So Monday, the long weekend next week, Pilsy and I are kind of leaving on the vacation, coming back, and so we'll make sure that Wednesday's a great show for you. We got a couple Sens Central citizens already in the bank as well. You're going to hear from Brett Murdoch on Wednesday, and then next week, Evan LaSalle. So it's going to be a really fun lineup, getting to hear your takes on what has been an exciting and busy offseason for the Ottawa Senators. But now, after Sens Dev Camp, we figured we wanted to get you boots on the ground analysis. How was Sens Development Camp? So we reached out to a lot of Sens prospects, and we got a few more coming on a little bit later on this summer. But you already heard from Tyler Boucher. You already heard from Stephen Halliday. And today, we've got Carson Latimer coming on the show. What an absolute beauty. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. We went almost half an hour with him, so I figure we'll get right to it. But first, let me tell you a quick word from one of our favorite sponsors. It's betonline.net. It's the number one spot for all your sports wagering needs. At betonline.net, it's not just one sport, it's all sports, and that's what makes it fun, because there are some dog days in the summer where you're trying to turn on the TV. You just want to get your sports fix. And next thing you know, maybe it's a track and field event that I got sucked into yesterday. But because of BetOnline, I was able to know exactly what to put a little wager on. And obviously, the Canadians came through for me. So head to the website today at betonline.net or use your mobile device to learn more about the trends and action. It's betonline.net, where the game starts. All right, let's get to our interview with Senators prospect, Prince Albert Raiders forward. It's Carson Latimer. All right, we now welcome back a very special guest, friend of the show. It's his second time on, and I have confirmed we have no birthdays this time, but the vibes will remain high. We've got Ottawa Senators prospect and 2021 draft pick, Carson Latimer, fresh off of Dev Camp. Carson, what's going on, buddy?
Oh man, not much. Excited to be back, boys. It's gonna be good. It's always good on here. So
are the legs still barking after a week at Dev Camp? How was your experience there?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was good. We actually had not too huge of a group, so it was you're able to get to know kind of all the guys. So just a great group of guys, and they put together a great time for us. You know, they mix of skates and a little bit of fitness testing, as well as lots of informative stuff as well, with some meetings, and just overall great week. Yeah, it was really good.
Are you a big Sum 41 guy?
I'd be lying if I'd say I've ever heard of them before.
He's an Alexis on Fire fan, obviously.
Yeah, fair.
Of course. No, that was. I've actually never been to a concert before. It's surprising to hear.
Wow.
So that was my first experience with live music. So It was pretty funny actually. It's they were going pretty hard there. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, lots of people out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, we spoke with Tyler Boucher, who told us a little bit about Dev Camp as well, and he said you guys had lots of fun team building activities and stuff like that. But did you have any sort of relationship with any of the guys? Because you hadn't had a chance to meet a lot of these guys, but no Dev Camps in the last couple of years here. So did you already kind of know some of the guys already, or what was that like finally meeting everyone?
Yeah, I know a few of the guys, like obviously. Boosh, I met up at Belleville, and Ridley and Zach. A few of the guys I already knew, but you get to know a lot of new faces as well, and some pretty good characters you get to meet, and you're just overall, I think, a great group of guys. And obviously they're all there for a reason, just so many skilled players, and obviously they got the Ottawa grid as well, so it's pretty awesome to be out there with them. And they did a good job of making it a pretty good time as well, with that 3-on-3 tournament at the end. It was pretty fun.
How'd your team do in the tourney?
We were we brought home the President's Trophy, but we didn't get to finish off the victory there. I'd say we kind of we might have blown it a bit, but
who were the other two in your group?
It's me, Boosh, Halliday.
The LOSP crew. We had Halliday.
Yeah, we just had those two guys on the show. Wow.
So yeah, we were a bit of a wagon, but we kind of threw it. We lost 1-0 to the eventual winners, Green there. But I think I like to say we dominated the game. But
the President's Trophy winners.
We're hanging a banner at least.
Yeah, I was gonna say put that one in the rafters.
Yeah, we're putting that one in the rafters. We'll put maybe lost to champions up there too.
Were the goalies rotating, or did you have one in particular?
I'm pretty sure the goalies were just at either end. So I think they just kind of stayed there. Yeah, I think we didn't have a goalie on our team. So
was Mando the toughest guy to beat all week? I feel like he's been there the longest, the oldest, all that.
Yep. Yeah, Mando was actually my roomie too. So he's a great guy, just a phenomenal guy. So he's a great goalie. He'll be great in Belleville next year, and hopefully get some looks up in Ottawa. So he's
sick gear on him too, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got the style all locked down too.
100% on and off the ice. You guys just styling.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. Did he tell you at all about what Atlanta was like for a little bit last year? We haven't talked to him since he went down there, but that just seems like just a different world.
No, I'll have to ask him about it, but I'm sure it was a time for him.
Yeah, no doubt. So, hey, who were some of the guys that stood out? And I know you had a bit of a history playing against Ridley and Zach in the WHL, but maybe one of the guys who you didn't know before, who you're just like, okay, I see why this guy's a prospect for an NHL team.
Yeah, I actually thought Halliday was really good. He was on our team, and I think he's going to Ohio State next year.
Yeah, he is.
If I'm correct. Yeah, he was awesome. Obviously, Ridley and Boosh and Zach are all phenomenal players. Even Mini Dono out there buzzing around, just awesome, pretty awesome. I could go through the whole list of all. Everyone's there for a reason. Everyone has something they bring to the table which is special, and that's why they're all there. So it's just great to be out there with all those guys. So just great. How about Latz giving up that he hasn't listened to Thursday's Locked On Senators yet? That's pretty disappointing. Otherwise, he'd know Halliday was going to Ohio State. We'll let you off the hook though. We'll let you off the hook with that one. He is going there, right? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Okay, I remember. He was right. Man, he is. I didn't realize this. He's the third all-time leading scorer in the USHL.
Guy puts up numbers.
He led it last year, didn't he?
Yeah, 95 points in 60 games. Thanks for coming out.
He's pretty nasty out there. Yeah, good player. Yeah,
that's sick. You got any Boosh stories? I know you said that you guys got to spend some time together. He just seems like an all-around great dude too. Boosh is a great guy. I'll have to fill you guys in. No, it's pretty good. No, he's a great guy. We actually got to spend quite a bit of time together in Belleville just for the week we were there. So he's a phenomenal dude, and I didn't know him before I went up there, so it was good to meet him. He's just a
he's a workhorse out there. It's pretty funny. We got to go through some bag skates together at the Belleville practices at the end because we weren't playing. So
the Black Aces.
We got to go through some Black Ace, just absolute baggers, and just like I think we had like 5 guys in the ice and we're running like 30-minute battle drills in the corners, just one-on-ones. So we were bagged out there. No, he's a good guy, great player. So he'll be a big piece in the coming years here.
Yeah, we've had him on the show a couple times. Great guy. You can tell he's got a good head on his shoulders, and with some time, he's going to really pan out here. And we're fired up to have him in the system. You mentioned mini Donovan. How about senior Donovan and the rest of the development staff? What was it like, kind of getting to build a relationship with them and having people that are invested in making you a better player?
And Lats, how about a BC resident, Wade Redden? You guys mix it up with him at all too?
I know. I got to talk to him a bit actually. He's a great guy. I think I'm excited to have it. I think the one thing they mentioned was I don't think we had like a D guy for development. So adding someone that can work with the D man is obviously really important because I mean you got to have someone to focus on that. He's awesome dude, and I think he was enjoying himself out there. You can you can still play the game at pretty high level.
He looks like he could still suit up, dude.
He could suit up. He could suit up for sure. All those guys can suit up. I remember we were done at practice, and at the end they were all ripping a 3-on-3 little mini tournament themselves out there, and they were all buzzing around. So no, we're really lucky. We have a phenomenal development staff. Dono and Jesse and Wade, and the goalies have great
Peter's there too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yep. Peter's out there. We did some shooting sessions out there as well, so we got to shoot with them, and they run some great drills. I love Dono and Jesse, and having worked with them over the past year, just continue to build a relationship with them, and in this coming year it's going to be awesome, and Wade is a great addition to that team.
Do you see yourself as kind of a guy who can almost model of how Jesse and Sean played the game? Like both speed demons out there can kill penalties and still contribute a little bit offensively as well?
Yeah, they're perfect for me to, kind of take stuff off of. When we talk all the time, it's just, building those things exactly like how they play, just being more physical out there, and just, being an absolute, dog on the puck, and, making other D-man's life miserable out there. And that's what I'm going to try to build on. And that's how I'm going to, find a role with Ottawa. So, just those guys are absolutely perfect for me to learn from. So it's actually really nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I mean, we can skip over the bullshit that you come home in the AHL playoffs, you're facing elimination in the first game, but like you still got to spend that. Like, anyways, that's ridiculous. But as the higher seed, anyways, but you get to spend a week down there. And how did that go? Did you know when your season ended that was going to happen right away, or what was that phone call like, and how you got to the friendly city?
I had no idea exactly, like before my playoffs started, or even like after the day we finished. I got a call from Dono just after we were finished up our exit meetings, and he just asked me like, what's my plan? My plan was to drive home like the next day, and so he was like, okay, well, I'll get back to you and let you know like what's happening. And I got a phone call from my agent the next day, and he's like you got to go like figure out your flight time, like you're going out. So I ripped my car home in like 2 days. And then
from Prince Albert to BC.
Prince Albert to BC.
It's a solid drive.
That's a solid drive.
Solid 18 hours. I ripped it home, and I flew out that night, like right when I got home.
Man.
Got a red eye into Belleville, and then went right to the rink. Had a workout. Air Canada forgot my gear. Just a disaster.
Oh.
I flew into Toronto, and just a mess of an airport.
Yeah.
They lost my hockey gear. So then I had to get the hockey gear delivered to my hotel room. Like I think it was that night at like 2 a.m. it showed up. We had to go down, grab it, brought it back up to my room, and then practice the next day. And then I think they played the next day as well. So it was like it was a quick turnaround. And then they were playing in Rochester that night. And then it was home those 2 games, and then I only got 3-4 practices in, and then it was over. So it was an absolute whirlwind. It sucked because I was kind of like, I hadn't skated in 6 days or 7 days when I got there, so I wasn't really like in
And
like
you're probably
game
jet
shape where,
lagged.
like,
You were in the car
yeah,
for so long. Like
And
your
Boog-
legs are a little
Ridley's
stiff.
just hacking away at him the first practice too.
exactly. Then Boosh had already been skating for a couple of days, so it was a bit of a whirlwind experience. Like, just got out there. I think we ended up after I ended up golfing more up there than I did skate, I think, with all the guys. So I have a good story about that, actually. I'll get into it about
Let's hear it.
Yeah, we got time.
a surprise expensive golf round I got myself into. So it was pretty awesome. I guess, like, I should just call it Black Bear, I think it is in Belleville.
Yeah. The official course of the Belleville Sens now. There you go.
It is now. I wish it was when I was there.
So what happened?
Well, all the guys that were up there already, they have their deals already, so they're not doing too bad. But I'm not quite there yet. So Crooker, Angus Crookshank, who was kind of driving me around, him and Rids,
Friend of the show.
Yeah, exactly. So they picked me up and they said we were going golfing. So I was like, okay, I didn't have my clubs or anything, so I figured I'd rent a set at the place, and so I had no idea where we were going. We showed up there, and he's like, "Oh, have you ever played like a top 50 course in Canada?" I'm like, "No, like, you guys are kidding. Like, there's a top 50 course in Belleville. I had no idea." Like,
Yeah, fair.
Show up there, and this is just a nasty course. Like, probably one of the best ones I've ever played, like top 5. I go up and we go to, like, one tee time, a cart and some balls and rental clubs. It was like $400.
Oh, that hits the pockets.
That's a couple per diems.
I was like, oh yeah, pull out my car. I'm like, declined. No, no, I had to soak that, which was.
That's when you just got to turn to Boosh and be like, come on.
Come on, buddy.
Or Ridley or someone. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Where's the 92 signing bonus? Let's go.
Exactly. No, that was my story up there. No, but
welcome to pro hockey,
story.
though. That's the welcome to pro hockey right there.
That's my welcome to pro hockey moment, I think.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, no, but what an unreal course, though. I enjoyed it, but I didn't play it very well, I don't think. But
are you a stick? What do you usually shoot?
Low 80s usually.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
No, not bad. No, I've been playing better actually recently. It's I haven't been able to play too much, but played a couple rounds. Played yesterday. Was 80, so
nice.
One of my better rounds. So it's been good. The golf game's trending up. So
what's the scouting report on Lat's golf game?
Can't control the drive. Doesn't usually play it off the tee box. Decent iron play, but just the stick around the greens. I go up and down. I can go up and down pretty good. Probably a 50% up and down rate. Decent putting. Just got to figure out the driver. If I can figure out the driver, I might be a bit more of a stick, but the driver game gets away from me a bit.
Are you one of those weirdos that I know you shoot right on the ice. Do you golf right as well? Or are you like Timmy shoots right on the golf course, but plays hockey left? I don't get it.
I'm not a weirdo like that. I know guys who drive right and like play their irons left and putt right. Like just some weird combinations. I have no idea how that even works, but yeah, like plays hockey left, drives right, irons left, like putts right. It's they got like 6 clubs, different hands, like just
that's a confusing golf bag.
Yeah, just an absolute, like, what are you playing, man? Like, I have no idea what this guy's doing. And they always suck too when they got like that. Just can't go on there playing like 6 things, just can't hit the ball.
It's like just stick to mini putt, buddy. Like,
just stick to mini. Just go play a mini golf course. Yeah,
no doubt. Well, hey, we want to get into your last season. You're the mayor of Prince Albert now. We got to start here though. Were you cheering against Edmonton in the Memorial Cup?
I found it hard to watch. It's kind of, I don't know. It sucks when you like, we're there and you're not there anymore.
You hear stories about guys with the cup, like you getting traded off a cup team and then they go on and win it, but
you're happy for the guys, but not for the.
No, it's a great group of guys there. So I'm happy. Like I got like some really close buddies in that team, so I'm happy for them. But it sucks not being there. But I had an unreal time in PA, so nothing against that. Just it's hard to watch. You could be having a ring and Mem Cup experience, which would be unreal. That's everyone's goal, right? So it's hard. It was hard to watch, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and you knew going not to be a downer. We're gonna get the vibes right back up.
Yeah.
But you have to ask the question, like, it's
of course.
Like going into the season, you guys knew that you were a wagon. You knew that was a real possibility. And then obviously, I mean, and if you're gonna get moved, at least like you got moved for a stud. Like it's not like they just gave you away. It was a first rounder there. Caden Gooley goes the other way. You'll just have to get Gooley back when you guys are Ottawa, Montreal in the show. Hey, that's the play.
Exactly.
I mean, 32 points in 44 games there to finish off the year in PA. Like, what's the plan next year? Obviously, you'll come to camp with the Sens, but the plan's to go back there, play top 6, and really establish yourself, earn that contract.
Yeah, I know, 100%. I have to just do everything. I'm going to be the other guy in there next year. Hopefully, that's my goal. And big minutes, just every situation is what I want to be, and just be someone who's hard to play against every night. And if I play the game the right way, I think that, the points will come. And I think the big thing for me is that's not the do all end all, is the points. Maybe when you're growing up, you think that, like, when you're younger, but talking to, Ottawa, it's more about, the way I play the game the right way. And if I do that, everything else will come, because, I can play the game. So it's my goal.
Billsy, who I see Lats being like an Eric Condra. A guy who, can play versatile up and down the lineup, but a guy who's going to give you good peak game minutes.
There you go.
You ever,
exactly.
Condra at all, that name? He was a fan favorite in Ottawa for a number of years.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. That's what I want to do. That's why I think, when I talked to Ottawa before I was drafted, I think that's the big thing I mentioned. Some guys fit in a box. If they're going to play in Ottawa, they can only play like a top 6 role, or, but I can play anywhere, I hope. So power play, penalty kill, fourth line minutes, first line minutes. I think I'm a versatile player. So I think that's what I want to bring to the table. So
100%. Now, last time you mentioned your dad's a big reason why you love the game of hockey, a beer league beauty, you call him. Have you been out skating with him this summer? Like, how are you keeping busy back at home?
He's retired the boots, I think.
Oh,
damn.
He's been a beer league beauty for a while, but I think he's hung up the boots. He's still a beauty, but maybe not beer league beauty anymore. It's been, there's so much nowadays. So it's so much, go for, staying, keeping up with your conditioning. And you got to take as much time as possible to try to get stronger. I put on probably 10 pounds. Nice. Just over the past couple of months here, just trying to, be bigger and, stronger force out there. So just lots of training 5 days a week right now, skating 3 times a week. Weekends are kind of my my time to kind of do whatever I want.
Hit balls in the forest.
Yeah, hit balls in the forest. Balls out there. Golf. I've been playing some pickleball. I don't know if you guys have ever done that.
It's like the sport of the future, dude.
Everyone loves it. Yeah.
Daniel Alfredson, Hall of Famer Daniel Alfredson. Sorry, Pilsy. Got to catch myself there. He's been pumping its tires here in Ottawa, doing a bunch of get to start, like startup type things. So you've been playing a bunch of that out west? Yeah,
it's awesome. Like, nice. You go out there and you just it's like tennis and ping pong kind of in one kind of game.
Right.
It's super fun. I've enjoyed it. So I enjoy some pickleball, play some tennis and golf, and just kind of other sports I think is important to play as well. Just not hockey all the time. It's just to get away from it and enjoy other things as well. I've been going on the boat a bit, enjoying the West Coast water.
Nice.
So it's been good. Been a good summer so far.
That's solid. Yeah. And that's the thing too. I'm glad you're one of these kids that's not just like, oh, I'm going to be on the ice and playing hockey 24/7, because hey, your hand-eye coordination is going to get a big boost from playing tennis, from playing pickleball. Like, you become a better all-around athlete. And like you said, you want to be versatile and play up and down the lineup. So adding different skills to your tool bag there, that's pretty awesome. So I definitely respect that. Now, although your Raiders didn't go all the way to the Mem Cup, you did get a taste of the playoffs. What was the big shift you found from going from regular season action to the playoffs?
Yeah, it's we were actually, I think we did a great job at the end of the year going for a little push there, because we were out of the playoff contention with like 5 games remaining. We were like 11th seed in the East division there, or East Conference. Yeah. So we kind of, I don't know, we kind of went into playoff mode like then. So we'd probably been in playoff mode for 10-15 games going down that stretch there. So our coach stretched the most, is because we were kind of in that playoff mode. Like we were playing some gritty hockey. Like we were leaving it all out there to squeak in, and we ended up winning our final 2 games against Swift and Brandon to finally clinch. And so the playoffs was kind of a relief for us. It was almost like a deep breath. So once we made it in, we were obviously facing Winnipeg, who was just, they were a very good team, and it was hard for us because they outmatched us on obviously the skill front, and their third line could match our first line. They were deep. They were a bit of a wagon, but I was just proud of our group. I think for the amount of work we put in to get there, and we gave it. We took on 5 games, which obviously isn't crazy, but we stole one at home, which was good for our fans. We had a full building in the Hauser, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, it was a good experience for me. I never played playoffs in WHL with COVID, so it was good to get a taste of it for next year. Hopefully, be a bit in there longer. So
100%. And Lats is being a little humble because in those last 2 games, they needed to get wins in both those games to make the playoffs. What's he do? 4 points in those 2 games, 9 shots on goal, +4. And then it would have been easy to mail it in. You guys lost game 3, 10-1. It would be pretty easy to just fold the tent and be like, we're going home. But you guys come out and then put on a 3-1 victory in that game 4. So I give you a lot of respect for that one as well. And like I'm living in Winnipeg, right? So I got to see them play a bunch this year, and like I was actually surprised Edmonton was able to handle them. There were a couple of heavyweight games in that series.
Yeah, I honestly, after playing them, I didn't know who would stop them. I knew
Savoy got hurt, right? So that was a little bit of an asterisk in that series too.
Yeah, exactly. He's a great player.
Yeah.
Zach's really, really close with them. So
true.
I think they lived together actually in the summer. So I know him a bit, but no, we worked at they're just like in that Winnipeg barn too. Like I remember one game they got up like 4-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game. It was just like, it was tough.
It's a hockey town here, eh? Like that's a university building. Like there's not even a whole lot of seats, but they packed that thing. They're building a new one right now, but they packed that barn.
It's kind of a weird setup for them. Like I heard, I have a buddy who I played with in midget who's on Winnipeg, Tanner Brown.
Okay.
He says they bus like back and like practice somewhere else, so they got to like bring their gear back and forth all the time.
Wild.
Kind of an interesting situation there with playing out of the U of M. So they got a cool warm-up spot though. They got that nice track indoors there.
Yeah, 100%.
Nice, yeah. No, it's a nice facility, but yeah, strange junior rink. I think it's probably one of the weirder ones in the Western.
And I mean, I'm sure there's some barns. Which one's the I don't want to say worst, but like most, like when you think old school hockey barn, what stadium are you looking at?
Oh man, I mean, for me, like I haven't even got to experience the West yet. Like with COVID,
True, you were in the bubble for half your career.
We were in the bubble, so like I've heard there's some barns like out west, but I mean, Swifty's pretty small. Like, I mean, we're a pretty small barn too. Like the Hauser Center. Like I know no one else. Like when you're not on PA, like no one wants to come into our Hauser Center.
Nice.
We have a barn there. Like it gets rowdy. Like we pack that thing for just like regular season games. Besides like the Tuesday night games or something, we got like 3,000 people in that for 3,500 seat. That's
sick.
Building. Just everyone's just absolutely wasted. Just giving it to the other team. It's fun to play, but I mean, remember when I played in Edmonton, I became there. I hated playing in a rink. It's small. It feels small, and like when you're the away team and like the boards are like hard, the glass doesn't move. Like you're getting hurt there in that building. So
that's awesome. A little stick taps for the PA faithful.
Yep.
Yeah. A mayor has to shine a light on his own, eh, Pels?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's pandering to his citizens, but it makes sense.
His constituents.
Exactly, 100%.
Lads, this has been awesome, man. We're looking forward. We'll catch up with you right after training camp. I want to hear how that goes. But Pels, you got anything else for Lads?
Well, I know you said you're working on your strength and your training and stuff, but what about on ice? What are some of the spots you're really trying to improve this off season?
Yeah, for me, I think it kind of goes hand to hand with off ice. I think being stronger out there on the ice, like winning more battles in the corners, being good on the walls, just overall, just a stronger player. I think that's my biggest thing I have to work on. Like, for me, my skating is something that I'm kind of happy with right now. So
Nice.
obviously you have to keep working on it, but just if I can be stronger out there and just win more puck battles and be good on the walls, I think that it'll kind of just complement the rest of my game. I think that's the biggest thing I'm kind of building on right now.
Well, we know that your motor's matching the speed, so we just have to, keep eating those Wheaties every morning, add some weight, and you'll be good to go, man. We can't thank you enough, man. You're a true friend of the show, and we look forward to our next chat already, Carson.
100%.
Now you're 2 different hats each time you're on, so we need a new Sens hat the third time, all right?
Just wait for the next one. You guys are going to be ready for it.
Stick taps to Lats for joining us. What a fantastic conversation. Great kid. Absolutely stoked that he is a friend of the show right here on the program. Let me know what you think about that Eric Condra player comparable, because at Leems Martian said I was being too harsh on the kid, but I think Eric Condra had a nice little career, 300 NHL games, and was a part of some pretty good teams, not only in Ottawa, but then going down to Tampa Bay. So that's what I want to hear in the comments is Eric Condra. If that's Carson Latimer, lots of speed, two-way guy, is that a successful 4th-round pick for the Ottawa Senators? But I know he's got a lot of people cheering for him, especially now. Like, now you open up the personality box with that kid, and he'll talk for days. So we appreciate him coming on, and we want you to stay tuned to Locked On Senators for lots more great interviews coming up later this offseason. We also are planning out our organizational value rankings, which is in its 3rd year. And that in itself is pretty cool, because now we're able to see the trends where guys are up and down. I can't believe where we listed some people last year. So we need a little bit of a market correction when it comes to our ranking. So Pillsy and I, we sat down, we made our list, and when we both get back, so in about 2 weeks from now, we're going to get right into our organizational value rankings. Lots of exciting content coming ahead here at Locked On Senators. I'll be back on Wednesday and then Friday this week. We can talk about the Matthew Tkachuk trade that went down and how it affects the Atlantic Division. I think we'll save that for Friday's show. And then on Wednesday, we got our Sens Central Citizens. So for the rest of summer, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to try to make it so that usually Mondays you get an interview. Wednesday, you get a Sens Central Citizen. And then Friday will be kind of a floater, whether we do an organizational value ranking bit or another interview. We want to get as many voices on the show here as we can. And make sure you're following along on social media as well. We've got Twitter at Sens Central. We've got Instagram, LockedOn.Senators. Pillsy keeps bragging he's such a TikTok guy, but he won't take over the Locked On Senators TikTok. So I think there's like 3 posts on there. Apologies if you're only locked on TikTok. But we appreciate you subscribing on your favorite podcast platform as well, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple, Google Play, all those different varieties where you can go and click and get to Locked On Senators. You can also rate the show, and the more 5 stars we get, the better it helps the algorithm. We really want this thing to take off here going into season 3. Is it season 3 or season 4? My goodness, we've been doing this quite a while here through the depths of the rebuild, but exciting times are ahead in Ottawa, and we'll make sure to follow it along with you every step of the way. So thank you so much for listening today. For Brandon Piller, who I know is having a good time, make sure you're following him up on Twitter at Brandon Piller1 and let him know where to go, what to see, who to meet, all that good stuff of his time. He's in Halifax for the next few days and then over in PEI. So I'm sure he'd love to hear from you there. I'm Ross Levitan. You can follow me at Ross Levitan on Twitter as well. You can follow the show, as I said, at Sens Central. So look forward to chatting on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed our interview with Carson Latimer. This has been the Locked On Senators podcast, your team every day.